Hello everybody, welcome to the JavaScript course. In this video, I'm going to discuss a topic called DOM node properties. So the first part will talk about the difference between the node name and the tag name, even though they seem to be pretty similar. And then I'm trying to explain the innerHTML and the text content. And I would like to see whether they are different in some situations. And then I will talk about the node data, and I will try to make a node invisible. Now, let us see the HTML file first. The HTML file is quite simple. I have a title here, and then in the body I have a number of elements. And for example, here I have a heading and a paragraph, a division. Inside the division there are some other text, and I have a comment here, and then I have a script node that helps me link the JavaScript file to this HTML file, and the JavaScript file is called my script.js, which is stored in the JS folder. And you can see the web page is shown on the right hand side of the screen. So this HTML file can help me produce this particular web page. Okay. Now let us go to the JavaScript file. In order for me to use the strict mode, I must type use strict on the first line of the JavaScript code. And then I'm going to explain the meaning of the node name and the tag name. They are pretty much the same for the element nodes. So you will see that when I play with these two properties, you will see that the nodes and the tags will both be in capital letters. So let us try to demonstrate this idea to you now. Now, I would like to use the heading here as an example. Now I let the heading node as the h1 heading here, and then I will try to play with the variable. So I'm trying to use the node name property and the tag name property, and you can see that this is heading 1, so it is actually an element node. And we will see that for element nodes, node name and tag name will return the same value. So let me try to do it now. I have to save the JavaScript file first, and then I reload the page. Yes, you can see h1 in capital letters because this is the format of the output coming from the node name property. And for the second alert window, I will also see h1 in capital letters. So for element nodes like the heading one here, you will see that both the node name and the tag name will give us the same answer. Okay. So actually, is there any difference between the node name and the tag name? Yes, there is some difference. The tag name is used only for element nodes, but the node name can be for any other types of nodes. So for h1 here, which is an element node, the tag name is functioning properly, but the tag name cannot be shown for other types of the node. So I will try to show you an example. Now I would like to focus on the node after the heading node. So let me try to use the DOM tree viewer to help us visualize the DOM tree structure of the HTML file. So I have already pasted the code on a live DOM viewer, and you can see that this is my heading. And for the h1 tag here, you will see the text node following the h1 tag. So you can expect that the next sibling of the h1 node is actually the text node. But text node is not treated as an element node like the h1 node does. Okay, so we can see the difference between the tag name and the node name when we focus on this text node, which is not an element node. So let us see the example right now. Okay, I want to focus on the next sibling of the heading node. So according to the DOM tree viewer, I will focus on the text node, which is this one, which has the content called DOM node properties. And for this particular text node, the answer to the tag name and the node name will be different. So let us save the JavaScript file first, and then I reload the page. So you can see that the node name of this text node will show text, which is normal. And for the tag name of the text node, you will see undefined. So that is the meaning why I would say the tag name is not for other types of node, except the element node. So we can see the difference between the tag name and the node name for other types of node. The next part to talk about is the meaning of the inner HTML and the text content. So let me go to the inner HTML first. The inner HTML would show the HTML code inside the element. So I would like to use an example to explain this idea to you. So I would like to pick up this particular element, which is a division. So some text ID refers to this particular division from line number 9 to line number 11. So I would like to show the inner HTML of the division. What will we see? We will see the content inside the division text. So let me save the JavaScript file, and then I reload the page. Yes, you can see the whole thing coming out, which is the content of the division element node. So you will see some spaces before the start of the paragraph opening tag. So these spaces refer to the text node before we begin the paragraph tag. So when we go back to the live DOM viewer, we will have some text here, which means the carriage return together with these spaces before we go to the paragraph node. Okay. So let me change the content of the inner HTML to see what will happen later on. Now I would like to assign a new HTML code into the inner HTML property of my text node. So you will expect that this sentence will be changed to another code inside the double quotes. So is it the case? Let us try. I save the JavaScript file first, and then I reload the page. Yes, you can see that the inner HTML is assigned to another value, which is shown on line number 20 of the JavaScript file. So you can also see that after the assignment, the content on the web page is changed to the new text shown on the JavaScript file. So you can see that the original HTML content is changed to another one, okay? So we can do assignment on inner HTML, or we can obtain the value of inner HTML property. So it is up to you to do so. The next part to talk about is the text content. The text content would show us the words without text. So I won't have these kinds of text in my text content value. Let us see an example. So my idea is rather simple. I want to show the text content of the HTML file. So before I do so, I have to reload the page. And remember that I have already changed the inner HTML to another one, which is shown here. So when I do so, I will show new text coming out. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see new text only, and you cannot see any other text that are trying to decorate my inner HTML. Okay. So for the text content, we will just see the words without text. Okay. So in addition to the text content and the inner HTML, we have one more property called outerHTML. The outerHTML would show the HTML code of the element, including the text and the attributes. So it is something more than the inner HTML. So let us see an example. So I would like to show the outer HTML of my text variable. So my text refers to some text, so it refers to the division. And you will see that the outerHTML will try to show us all the things about the division. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see that the outerHTML includes the division tag contents, including both the opening tag and the closing tag. Of course, I have already set up a new innerHTML, so the code here is no longer original text, but new text due to the new assignment on line number 20. Okay. So we will see that the outerHTML will show the opening tag and the closing tag as well. The next topic to talk about is the data of a node. So when we use the data property, we will be able to see the content of the nodes other than element nodes. So it is a bit abstract. Let us try to explain it with an example. Now, what will we get when we talk about the next sibling data here? The text node refers to the division node here, and the sibling of this division node will be found on the DOM tree. So we go to the division. The next sibling will be this text node, which is just meaning the carriage return followed by some spaces before I go to the next element, which is a comment node. So the carriage return here, together with the spaces before I go to the next node, will be the content of this text node. So I will have some text to come out, which is just some spaces actually. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see some spaces coming out, which is actually represented by this particular text node, which is the next sibling of the division node. Okay. And then I will try another example for you. Now I would like to go one sibling further. So what will be the result? When I go back to the DOM tree viewer, the next sibling will become the comment node shown here. Okay, so you will expect that I will have the comment node coming out for the data part of this node. Okay. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see that the content of the comment node is shown up on the alert window. Okay. The final topic to talk about is the way to hide a node. So I can use the hidden property to help me do so. So let me try an example. So I want to hide the paragraph. So I can pick up the paragraph here by using the query selector method. And then I can turn the hidden property to true. So I set it to be true when I save the file, and when I reload the page, I will see that the paragraph, which is this line, will be hidden. So let us see. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see that the original paragraph is not present on the web page because I've already set it as a hidden node. Okay. So the hidden property is helping me to make a node invisible. Of course, when you turn it to false, you will get it back. So this video has already talked about so many things about the DOM node properties. For example, I can tell the difference between the node name and the tag name. And then I can also tell you the meaning of the innerHTML, the text content, and the outerHTML. And I can also tell you the meaning of the data property, which helps me to show the content of the nodes other than the element nodes. So you see that I can show you the content of the text node and the comment node rather than an element node. Finally, I can make a node invisible by using the hidden property of a node. When I turn it to true, then I'm able to hide that node from the web page. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions about my video, please leave your questions on the comment section below the video. If you like this video, please give me a like and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.